Hey guys, Kapex here with another League of Legends gameplay video, and in this one I'm going to focus on letting you guys know how I play Rammus. So just a little disclaimer here, this is sort of like a guide, but it is just solely my opinions and they don't reflect other people's views on Rammus. So if you were to disagree with how I play Rammus, go ahead and disagree, but remember, this is just my opinion and you don't have to follow any of this. So with that being said, I am taking Rammus jungling and I'm taking the same jungle route as the first video. And like I said in the first video, I was going to follow up on a gameplay video and I managed to get one. So I'm going to start with blue here, and my teammates Akali and Brand are here to protect me and leash the blue golem. Now you can see how well it goes when you leash blue golem. Not only is it safer, but it's a lot more efficient and faster. Like, watch how much damage these two do just their single first points. And then as soon as he aggro's onto me, right there you want to pop your ball curl. So pretty straightforward, just like the last one. You're going to start with blue, then you're going to go to wolves, wraith, red, and then small golems, and then you can start ganking. So just like the last one, my masteries are 0, 21, and 9, making sure you get 1 point in reduced minion damage. And my runes are magic pen, reds, armor, flat armor, yellows, magic resist per level, blues, and health quints. Now I'm going to take this part of the video and talk about the Rammus' skills and how you want to order them. So at level 1 you want to get your defensive ball curl, like I said, but just to let you know what his skills do, his passive is called Spike Shell, and basically Rammus gets stronger and he gains 25% of his total armor as bonus attack damage. So the more armor you have, the more bonus attack damage you have, so that's always nice. Now his Q is called Power Ball, and basically he gets into his ball and he starts rolling towards wherever the destination is, and he gains speed the longer the duration is. And then when he hits a target, he deals AoE magic damage and slows enemies for 3 seconds. And you can't use Power Ball while you're in ball curl, just to let you know. And at level 1 the magic damage that it does is 100, and then at level 5 it has 300 damage, and it's a 1 ability point ratio. So yeah. Now his W is called Defensive Ball Curl, and this is where Rammus really excels in tanking. Basically what he does is he curls up into his ball and he gains magic and armor resist, plus he returns damage done to him. So not only does it give you magic and armor, but it also gives you a Thornmail effect. So at level 1 it gives you 50 armor and 50 magic resist, and it returns 22% of the damage plus 10% of his total armor, so that number goes up per armor that you get. And then at level 5 the armor and magic resist is 150 plus 46 magic damage returned. Now his E is called Puncturing Taunt, and basically it's just a taunt where he taunts his enemy into attacking him, and it reduces the attacker's armor, and the range on it is 325, so it's a pretty fair range. And the duration at level 1 is just 1 second, and the duration at level 5 is 3 seconds. Now his next one, his ult, is called Tremors, and basically what it does is it creates a small AoE circle around Rammus, and it's basically like an earthquake, and it does damage to everyone steps in it. So it lasts for 8 seconds, and he can move while he casts this. And the magic damage at level 1 is 65, level 2 is 130, and then at level 3 it's 195, and it has a 0.3 ability power ratio. So now for his skill order. You want to, of course, like I said earlier, you want to start off with Defensive Ball Curl for jungle. Then you want to get 1 point in power ball because that will help you jungle. Then you want to get another defensive ball curl because that will help you even further jungle. And then when you hit level 4, you want to get your first point in taunt. And then level 5, you want to get your taunt again because you want to focus on your taunt because the longer the duration, the better. And then at level 6, of course, you want to get your ult. So you want to get 2 points in defensive ball curl, 1 at 1, 1 at 3, power ball at level 2. Then you want to max your taunt over ball curl. Then you want to max your ball curl over power ball. So you're going to essentially level your power ball up last. Now, that's pretty much for his skill order. And with Rammus, his rotation, if you want to call it that, is so you power ball into your enemy, and that slows them, and that will let you taunt your enemy. So you want to use your taunt immediately after you hit the guy with power ball. And then for any given situation, you really want to pop your defensive ball curl as soon as you taunt, because the enemy will start attacking you. So it not only will help you stay alive more, but it will return magic damage. Like I said, that's what defensive ball curl does. But one thing that makes the tank great is, especially with Rammus, is the amount of CC he can do. And like with Rammus, what I like to do is after I taunt him, instead of just sitting in place letting the guy attack me, I would like to get in front of him and block his movement. Because when you block the champion's movement, their movement gets screwed up enough where they'll slow down and they won't have a direct path to wherever they want to go. So it's a great way to stop someone from escaping, and especially with Rammus, because you can get behind them and wait for all your cooldowns, and if you can just outrun them, you can keep taunting and powerballing them, which is very good CC. So recap on his skill order, or his rotation. You want to powerball into your enemy, then you want to taunt your enemy, and then you usually want a defensive ball curl. And when his ult comes into play is when you have a big group around you, you usually want to ult because it's quite a bit of AoE damage. And or if you really want to kill someone, like some point in this video, I don't know if it's part 1 or the next part, but there's the enemy the enemy Oriana is in their jungle, and we catch her off guard, and it's just one person, but I ult because it does damage and I want to kill her, and we do kill her. So I think that might be in part 2 though, so I will point that out in the next part. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Rammus's items. So with Rammus's items, he's a tank, so you're gonna go tank and not AP. You don't want to build AP on Rammus, even though all of his skills are based off of AP, except for ball curl, which is based off his armor. So is his passive is based off his armor. But anyways, you're gonna start off with the cloth armor and 5 health pots. Then as soon as you go back the first time around, level 4 or 5, depending on how well you get your ganks off in jungle, you're gonna get boots. And then I make the mistake in this video. You can see that I grabbed a John's belt because you're gonna get a Sunfire, but what you really should do is you should get a Philosopher's Stone, and you should get a Heart of Gold. The reason why you want to get those 2 items is because Philosopher's Stone gives you mana and health regen plus the gold per 5. And Heart of Gold gives you the health, and it also gives you the gold per 5. So those are always great starting items on any tank. That's why I have to recommend them, of course. So once you get those 2 items, you really have to look at your enemy team now. And you have to decide whether or not you want to get armor or magic resist. And for this team, they have a Pantheon, Aurelia, a Garen, Oriana, and a Gangplank. So really their only magic damage is coming for Oriana, So in this video and this situation, I would get armor. So my first item is going to be, as I've just picked up a Philosopher's Stone. I'm really late with that because I screwed up my item build in this video. So just to clarify on that, I'm about to get a Heart of Gold too as soon as I get enough gold. But my first main item that I'm going to buy is Sunfire Cape in this one. And the boots you want to get are always Merc Treads. Merc Treads are always a must because it will let you get rid of CC. So now, after you get your Sunfire Cape, and the equivalent to your Sunfire Cape is Banshee's Veil. And you may not be the most excited to rush Banshee's Veil, but I think it's a great item because it gives magic resistant health, and health you always want at early game levels. So if your team is more magic oriented, or the enemy team, you want to get Banshee's Veil instead of Sunfire Cape. And now, since they're really physical heavy on the enemy team, this Aurelia, they're really stupid for doing this. I don't know why they're doing this. And then Garen falls to the tower too. And that was a nice dash by Aurelia. She skipped the Gangplank's ult like that and killed Garen. But anyways, so the next item that I buy in this game is Thornmail, because Thornmail, I don't see why people argue this with Rammus. I always think Thornmail is a must because it stacks with his W. So at this point, I will have a Sunfire and a Thornmail, and then my next item in this video was going to be a Banshee's Veil, because I needed magic resist, of course, because you need both. And then they're about to die here. They've been really aggressive. That our Aurelia, she keeps thinking that she's great. But anyways, so just to recap on the items, you want to get Thornmail, Sunfire, Banshees, and then another great item is Force of Nature, and then Branduins. That's your 5 items plus your boots. That will give you a lot of health, a lot of armor, and enough magic resist. And when I say a lot of armor, you're almost at 300 armor without your defensive bulk build, and you're around 200 something magic resist. And that's pretty much your main item build with Rammus. I never have a problem with getting any of those items. They're so good. And the reason why I get Banshee's Veil over Force of Nature first, because I get both of them, is because Banshee's Veil gives health and Force of Nature doesn't, and it's always good to get health earlier in the game. The faster you can get your health, the better. So yeah, that's pretty much how I play my Rammus. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll clarify them. And besides that, I can't really think of anything else to help you guys out here. Just you play smart, always be there for your team with Rammus. I rack up the assists in this video, and you'll see my final score in part 2. And by the way, any jungler, this is what you should do. Pay attention to my smite here. And watch that smite. Oh, and I just got Dragon. Sight wards are great. Buy them. It's a must. It's smart. Just do it. So I bet you they're really mad, and look how aggressive they get, because you can tell they're mad. So now I see our Aurelia going in there, and I think we can pick up this Aurelia. But to see if we actually kill her, you'll have to stay tuned to the next video. That's the end of part 1, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and like I said during the video, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. And if you like this video and you're excited for part 2, please subscribe. It's free and it'll help us out both out. So part 2 will be up sometime later. And again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.